Just making a quick video on how to adjust the valves on a Model A. This one's a 1931, and it has two nut lifters that the main lifter can be held on by a wrench, a skinny wrench, and I grinded these wrenches. As you can see, they're very skinny. This one can be held on while you turn the top one, and make sure to loosen this middle one if you want to turn this top one right here. So make sure you loosen this middle one just to turn this top one to get to specification for if you want it lower or higher. And I'm putting it to 15 thousandths for exhaust, 15 thousandths, and 12 thousandths for intake. And to make sure they're at proper specification, I put just a size above, just to see if the size above fits. Then that means I need to tighten it or make the space a little smaller. So right now, you can see the paper that I drew. And take a look at that one. And right now I'm doing 7 and 5. I got all the other ones correct. And since I have, you got to make sure the pistons are lined up. So then right now 4 and 2 are open. I already got those to proper specification. Since 4 and 2 are open, I can measure 5 and 7. So right now 15 thousandths isn't going into 5. I just need to lower it just a tiny bit. And 12 thousandths for 7 isn't going into it. You have to fit it between the valve and the lifter. That top nut on the lifter. See, it's just barely going in, so I just need to lower it just a tiny bit. And to get them so you could actually adjust them, since 4 and 2 are open, I crank the motor 1 full turn. Make sure the pistons are lined up as much as you can. And now you can see that 7 and 5 are open. So you could actually take your wrenches. I'm using 2 half-inch wrenches. Both of them are half-inch, but the Craftsman one fits better on the bottom for some reason, even though both of them are technically the same size. 7/16 I know you're supposed to use, but that didn't fit on this top nut for some reason. Sorry, that one didn't fit on this top nut, so half-inch is fitting on both of them pretty snug. So I take my longer half-inch wrench that I shave down, make sure this nut it doesn't tighten on you while you're trying to adjust that. So I put the longer wrench on the bottom on the lifter itself. If you saw, there was 2 notches on the side of the lifter where you can put a wrench, and then I put my top wrench on the top screw or nut on the lifter, and I just turn clockwise or to the right ever so slightly. So I did that. And now for valve number 5, I do the same thing, and then I turn the top one ever so slightly to the right. This one needed to be turned more because it wasn't, the 15 thousandths wasn't going in as much as the 12 thousandths was. So now I do that. I turn the motor, full turn, not half a turn, a full turn, until 4 and 2 are open. And then I take my feeler gauges. 7 is an intake, so now that's fitting. See that? Beautiful. And let's try 13 thousandths. So that's barely going in there. So just need to put it up just a tiny bit. Again, this time put it up, not down. It is quite a process. I'm doing this out in the weather. So, good thing the sun's not out right now, but it was, and it's beating on me. Oh, that sounds weird. and it's really hot. That's what I mean. Anyways, you repeat this process for all the other ones. You can look at my paper again. So each 2 valves that are open, you can measure another 2. Usually what I'm doing, it says half a turn there. I'm doing a full turn so I can actually measure them and then turn them, the same ones at the same time. Not do 2 by 2. I hope you know what I mean. Hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching.